According to senior law enforcement officers, Robert Card, the mass shooter from Maine, has been found dead.
Some breaking news right now. Let's get this update.
Lester, we're learning from 4 senior law enforcement officials that the suspect shooter here in Maine has been found dead. Robert Card reportedly now found dead after being accused of carrying out the deadly mass shooting here in Maine. Robert Card is alleged to have opened fire at Schmenge's Bar and Grill in the Just-in-Time Recreation Bowling Alley Wednesday evening in Lewiston, a city of about 37,000. 18 people were killed, authorities said, and all of those individuals have now been identified. The development comes after that massive manhunt described by Maine's Public Safety Commissioner as a full court press to find him. An arrest warrant had been issued for Card for 8 counts of murder initially, according to Maine State Police. The 8 counts have been based on the identification of 8 of the 18 dead, and that number will go up as we are expecting a presser later this evening with more information about this report that he has been found dead. Now, police have been searching homes and dense woods throughout the region, worried the suspect could be hiding out, including here in the town of Lewiston, where his car was found. Now, today, authorities spent much of the day in the air, by boat, and with divers in the water, trying to see if they could find any trace of him. Authorities saying they were going to use sonar technology and thermal imaging. They were going bit by bit along the river using GPSs to make sure they didn't go back to an area they had already been at before. They were marking trees with ribbons to make sure they wouldn't go back to those areas. Officials saying they actually had to lower the stream current here in the river to help with the dive efforts to see if they could find any trace of Robert Card. Now, longtime Army Reservist Robert Card has been the sole suspect since Wednesday's night shooting. The first at the bowling alley, where officials say they were on scene within a minute and a half of receiving a 911 call. The second at the Bar and Grill, Schmenge's, where police say they responded within 5 minutes. Authorities say they have received more than 530 tips, and they interviewed more than 70 witnesses within that first night. But there was no answer to questions about Card's family's statement to NBC News that they had raised concerns about his mental health to both family and to military. Of course, as this news...
Why didn't the military, evaluate this dude for his mental health if his, family members are telling them, hey, there's something going on, you may want to check him out or something? It's like, there's always red flags before these events, and nobody takes it seriously until it happens.
News breaks, word now will travel to the victims who have been paralyzed, unable to hold any vigils or any other funeral services, as they were waiting to see whether or not Robert Card would be found dead or alive. Many of them mourning now, and they will surely begin to receive this news as they begin to plan those funerals.